conversation about the meeting we had on Friday today at 4 when it was time for me to clock out. I was like, pause, I'm gonna clock out.
Let me reverse this thing and start over and formally introduce myself because I'm tripping.
My blooming besties. So I'm already gonna say, because I know you're here for a reason, it's either because you are in nursing school, you just finished nursing school, or you want to be my bestie. Like, we blooming besties at this point, like, period. My name is Ayonna. I'm currently in my accelerated nursing program. I am in term 2, starting January 6th. So this is my first YouTube video. So hey, welcome. Go ahead and like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as my Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Everything is going to be at Thenursein Bloom, right? So cute. Everybody was doing the baby shower thing, and baby, the only baby that's cooking right now is this RN degree. So baby, the Thenursein Bloom is me. Okay, so I said I'm gonna make this video because baby, I've been putting it off. And school starts back next week, y'all, on the 6th. Like, oh, I'm in term 2 of my accelerated nursing program, and I'm like, let me give the girlies some tips, because I know when I was looking for my certain criteria, I didn't see much content out there, and I was like, well, let me just go ahead and be the first. So first of all, I just want to give honor to God, who's the head of my life, and I just thank him every day for just placing me on this journey of where I am. You know, it's been a lot of trials and tribulations, and I'm just really thankful and blessed that he chose the opportunity for me to be a vessel unto him, to be able to just go out and to minister and just share my journey for other people. I do plan to write a book once I finish school, because, you know, my situation is, you know, I'm a statistic. I'm a teen mom. You know, I got pregnant at 19. Me and my child's father are not together. And I decided to make the statistics change. Like, I wanted to be a part of the 20%, like continue to push myself to show girls, hey, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to just stay there and just wallow and just continue to making bigger mistakes. The decision always is to be on a better path. And that's the decision I'm on currently, just to be a role model to my daughter and let her know, like, you know, what I planned for me to happen didn't happen, but yet I'm not going to make it as an excuse on why I could not continue to thrive and be the best person that I can be. Yeah, if you just want to, you know, continue to grow my journey, like, I do plan on having this page once I finish nursing school, and as I continue to blossom into the person that I am as far as a nurse. But yeah, so some key things that I really just want to point out. Number one is just being focused. You know, having a mindset, like, when you're going into school, like, a lot of things have to be cut out. Like, I don't go out anymore. Like, I really became a square, if you will say. Like, of course you can still go out if that's you, but me, I just know my focus is so hard. Like, once I'm doing one thing, I struggle to really just get on track to do anything else. I really know, like, what my learning skills were. I kind of took a test on that. Like, you know, online there's a lot of tests for a lot of stuff. Like, one thing that I really encourage that a lot of people don't get, a primary care doctor. I have a primary care doctor. I've established a relationship with her since I moved to Ohio. One of the best things in my life, because if I need something, whether it's something for anxiety, depression, something to help me study or anything, I can go to her and call her and have these conversations with her, and we can find something that does work better for me or best for me. If I need something long term, whether I have test anxiety or, you know, any type of anything, like, it's so easy to go to her because we've already developed this relationship. So she can kind of pinpoint, like, what's good for me, what's not good. Like, I don't think this would be a good decision. Like, it was so funny when I told her I was starting nursing school, you know, she was so excited for me, and she was like, well, if you need anything, just let me know. And just to be able to have that reassurance to know that if I did need something, because, you know, test anxiety is so real for me. I don't know if it is for you, but, you know, during these 12 weeks, I realized, like, that is something that I still deal with, like I did in high school. So I'm just glad that I do have a primary care doctor, so that, you know, if I do need something extra, even if it's just something short term, like, I can always call. 2, a schedule. One thing about it, my daughter is older, she's 9, but when I say we live on a schedule, honey, we are on a schedule, like, down to a T. Like, my days are planned out perfectly, because, you know, I feel like when you have schedule, you have structure, and it allows your mind to be built. And, like, once you start doing stuff repeatedly, like, it starts to form into a habit, and it's like you do it, like, in your sleep. So now that we've been out for these past 2 weeks, like, it's been so crazy, because I'm like, oh, I need to go do this, or I need to go do that. And I'm like, oh, well, you don't have to do it because you out of school, like you don't have any work. And so I've been checking Canvas. Like I literally just, I'm still in school mode. Like I know like I got one more week and I'm like, all right, trying to start back transitioning into my school role because maybe listen, accelerated program, when they say accelerated, they mean just that, honey. When I say quick, fast, and in a hurry, it's literally just that. My Amazon driver, he just delivered my packages and he probably like, why am I talking to myself? But I'm in here trying to vlog, so for you guys, but you know, he probably looking like, what? 2, in your prereqs, you don't need all the fancy Nancy. You don't need to worry about getting a Litman. You don't need to worry about this. Like I do just encourage like a roller book bag. I started off with the roller book bag, and then once I realized like how many classes I had, I preferred to have a book bag that did not have rollers. It was just a lot more comfortable for me. I do have a pink book bag that I loved. It was like really small, it has some, you know, regular compartments. Everything about me is pink, baby. Let me tell you, I love pink. Like me and pink are real bad. I don't have a Stanley. I have a simple mom cup cheetah print with the letter A on it because A is for Ayonna and A's are for to get A's in school, period. That cup I did get from Target, and I am a Target girly for sure. Target and me go down like we like real bad. I do love that cup. To me it keeps things cold. It keeps my ice. It keeps, I mean, my drink. Like I love it. Like it reminds me to drink my water. Again, a simply modern cup, like nothing crazy. Our school does not allow us to wear scrub caps. It's not a part of the uniform, so they said you cannot wear it. So you know, it's one thing I strongly encourage, me as someone that has a kid that don't. Last semester I got braids. I went to the African shop. I loved them down. I had braids my whole time because waking up not worrying about my hair was perfect. You see, I have a wig on today. By next week it's going to be locks. I am currently in the middle of doing locks. That's why I got the scrub kicking on, baby, because the lace ain't even glued, but we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, I encourage a hairstyle that will last long so you don't have to wake up. For my daughter, I do keep her hair braided. That's one less thing that I don't have to worry about is doing hair. That is such a huge convenience for me. Little notes, highlighters, you will need highlighters. Highlighters 10 out of 10 because you're gonna highlight, if you highlight in a book, your notebook, worksheets, like you will need a highlighter. Now, I am an iPad girly as well. I do use my iPad, but me in my first term, I realized that I did not use my iPad as much. I do have a MacBook as well, so I do alternate between the two. My iPad does have a magnetic keyboard, so I can remove and take it off, as well as a Bluetooth mouse. So I do have that. That was a great option as well, but I did realize like towards the end of the term, I was taking my MacBook to class a lot more than I was my iPad. Honestly, that all boils down to preference. My next set of classes is A&P sociology, and I can't think of the other one, but I think for A&P I will use my iPad a lot more. I did just order a coloring book from Amazon. I am jumping on A&P as soon as possible. Like I've already printed out a label of the body as far as bones and muscles. That was one thing a previous student did encourage us to like go ahead and jump on that, study that, because this term I plan on having all A's. I had all A's and 1 B, like, and the B was at 89.74. Like, but again, we're not gonna get into that. Something that really helped me again was having a whiteboard, so I knew exactly what was going on this day, what class was due. I did a label worksheet as well that included what classes needed to be done, what tests needed to be done, what like discussion posts or like chapter questions if I needed to read, if there was something I did not understand. 2, get to know your professors. Like, they want you to succeed, but they only will, like, only if you show them that you want to succeed. Like, people are not gonna sit here and water a garden that is not gonna bear any fruit. A word. So one thing about it, like, I make sure my professors know me. Like, everybody know me, like, baby, because if Professor Smith is like, hey, Ayonna, they're gonna know Ayonna. Ask my classmates. They're gonna be like, oh, one girl called me the teacher's pet. Like, girl, I'm just trying to pass. Like, be for real. So get to know your professors. Like, I don't care. Call me a teacher's pet, baby. And guess what? I did what I had to do, and I got up out of that class with an A. So, you know, do what you got to do. Two, don't go out and like try to buy like all the fanciest things just because you want the nurse aesthetic. Like, it's gonna come, I promise you it is. If you're in your prereqs like me, it's not gonna be needed. It's gonna be money like wasted, and you know that's gonna be something you could have spent on something else. Budget accordingly. Like, anything I bought, baby, on sale. I have no shame in my game. On sale it is. I did have to decrease my hours in order to adjust for school, but it did not decrease any of my bills. So clock that. So, but you know, I still, you know, we made it the first 12 weeks. Another 12 weeks are coming, and you know, I look forward to, you know, making that. Get friend groups. Like, I don't know anybody here. Like, I know people that I previously worked with, but like as far as like friends in Ohio, like I don't know anybody. So, you know, our class, like I did choose to go to the night class because that did work appropriate for me. Night day for us is like midday, so like I think my next class is like 4 to 7:20. Build your own village. So a lot of my classmates, we like bonded together, and we like checked on each other. We asked, you know, about the midterm and the finals and any other grades, like essays, anything that we had to do. We really just communicated with each other, because like you really have to work together in nursing school. Like, you don't have to work together, but it's so much easier when you have somebody that maybe can explain it on certain terms. Like, you know how we able to code switch, so the teacher can say something to you and you may not understand, but me, baby, I'm a code switch. I'm a code switcher. You have to, like, so I make it understand stuff. And plus too, I have an accent. So because up here they always like, you talk different. I'm like, girl, I sound like me. And you know, I'll be talking to my professor and I'll be like, Professor da da da, like doctor da. And they be like, doctor. You know, so you know, they laugh and joke about that. And you know, it was just been situations where, you know, I like reached out to my classmates have reached out to me, and I'm just like, hey, I just don't quite understand like what's going on, or I may need a little extra help with this, like, do you have any tips? You know, and you know, somebody has to be held accountable, like to push us to keep going, because I'm telling you, like when you're in nursing school, like it seems like everything that doesn't need to happen starts to happen, and that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so those are my main tips. Is just one, you know, just having hairstyles to where you don't have to worry about your hair. Like, girl, like anybody got time to be waking up every morning to, you know, put some curls in my hair, like some braids, locks. Like, it's my go-to, just being on a schedule, especially if you have kids. And use your resources. Like, schools are for them to want you to be successful, and you know, like, don't be afraid. 3, you know, build your own village. Not everybody wants you to be successful. Now, I'm not even saying on a hating aspect, but sometimes like things are so hard that they can't fathom to see how you can do it, but you have a vision for yourself. So my thing is, be with people with like mind. That's why I say get with friends. You know, just get your minimum necessities when it comes to school supplies. Like, you know, of course, get whatever the school requires you. Like, we have to have white shoes. Me personally, I did purchase Hoka's because I have plantar fasciitis, as well as the shoes were on sale. So, hey, I got them. And you know, see what works for you. Like, not everybody, some schools do offer laptops, so you don't need to go out and buy your laptop. These are just start with the bare minimum and build your way up. And 2, just have a peace of mind to know that this decision is for you, you know, and that you're gonna get through it, because we're gonna get through it together. Because I'm gonna give you my tips and tricks, and y'all gonna give me comments on how things or what y'all want to see. I hope this initial video was not too long. This whole YouTube thing is so new to me. But all right, Blooming Besties, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see us grow and blossom and bloom into the nurses we are. Bye.